What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This man likes worms. This is Sam, and he wants to show you his most up-to-date and current Swordsoul Tenyi list. I should say Tenyi Swordsoul now because of Saria. But yeah, how many cards in the main, Sam?
42.
42. Let's jump straight into it and see what you got.
All right. So first of all, we'll just run through the Swordsoul stuff really quick. It's really self-explanatory. I'll just quickly run through the effects if you like.
Yeah.
So triple Moye, of course. Summon it, reveal another worm in hand, or Swordsoul card, get a token. Basically, still good.
One of the best starters.
One of the best starters, really good, for sure. Triple long one, really good extender, opens you up for level 10 synchro plays. Yeah, just really good card. So you send a worm, special summon himself, and a token. Yep.
And the burn effect is pretty good too.
And
for
the
time.
burn effect.
Yes, sir.
Winning time.
Yes, sir.
That's very relevant these days. Swordsoul is a deck that's very good at winning in time because of all of the burn effects.
Yes, sir.
To Tire. Tire, it's not a card that you necessarily want to draw, so you don't run 3. But with the new Tenyi stuff, it's significantly better now than it used to be.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it used to be probably the worst one. It's now probably the best one.
Yeah,
actually.
I agree. Yeah.
So I would still run 2 because you don't necessarily want to draw it. Yeah. Then 3, Incredible Ecclesia. This card is any Swordsoul, so definitely run at 3. It's like having 6 Moyes, 6 long ones, or 5 tires.
Yeah,
this
insane.
card's really, really good. It's also really good going second because you can start your play without committing to your normal summon, which does give you options later in your turn to do stuff. So definitely 3 of that one. Triple Emergence. It's Rhoda. That's pretty much don't need to say anything more than that. It's Rhoda.
Yep.
Rhoda, you would run 3 Rhoda if you could.
Yep, 100%.
1 Blackout.
Yep.
You don't go into this one as often as you used to, just because the combo lines have changed a bit. But if you don't have anything else that you need to search off, Chijia, for example, I mean, it's Icarus attack, it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
So I definitely run 1 of that one. Onto the Tenyi stuff. 3 Saria.
Insane.
This is the new one. This card is fantastic. It fixes like 90% of the problems that Swordsoul has. Swordsoul, before you summon Moye, it gets impermed. Your turn's kind of done.
Yeah.
This allows you to extend past that point. It's really great. This is also part of like a 2-card combo that basically gets you full board, and it's better than Moye because you can't really get impermed during the combo. So that combos with the next card. So I'll just sit these here. So that combos with Tenyi Spirit Azuna. So these 2 cards is full combo. You don't need anything else now. These 2 cards is full combo. You summon Adhara, link it off for the monk, then banish it to summon Shithana. Then this guy can special summon himself. Then you can start going into your synchro plays. So that is like the main combo now for the deck. It's really good. Makes you imperm proof quite early on because of the Sahasrara, which we'll get to in a sec. So Azuna is the second best card, Tenyi card after Saria. So 3 of that. 2 Vishuddha. It's still really good.
Good for removal.
Good for removal. This going second, going first. You're not going to use this guy very often, but you're not going to go first every game. Going second, this guy just free compulse. It's really good. 2 Adhara. This card is Also really good, allows you to recycle your banished resources, and it's also the way that you get into Chao Fang.
Yeah.
So you definitely run this guy for sure. 2 of that. 1 Shathana. His effect does come up sometimes, but mostly it's just here for the Saruya so that you can go into level 8 synchros now. Before, I actually didn't used to run this guy a lot of the time, just so I could fit like an extra hand trap or something like that. He's essential now.
100%.
Have to run him now, or the fire one, whose name I can't remember. Mapura. There you go. So yeah, definitely need this guy now. Then for the spells, we just got 1 each of Heavenly Dragon Circle, Vessel, Tenyi Infinity, and the Flawless Perfection of the Tenyi. So these cards, before you would probably run like multiples. You don't need to anymore because they're now searchable off Tenyi Infinity. This card's really, really, really good. You get this card off the new Synchro. Allows you to grab whichever one of these. Gives you way more extension than the deck ever really had before. Like, the deck was definitely very mid-range before. Now it's like got a lot more combo potential than it ever had before, which is you really need that. Like, a couple in the gates just isn't going to get the job done these days. So having the extra extension is fantastic. Also, this card, I mean, it's just a pot of greed on your opponent's turn, and
which is insane.
Which is really good. You might as well run it for sure. You draw, you could draw 2 hand traps, like, and that's just 2 more pieces of interaction.
Yeah.
With a full board, your opponent's not likely to be able to get 3 at that point. So, yep. Then the boss monster of the deck, Protoss. Yeah, I think everyone at this point knows what Protoss does.
100%.
Basically, just wins the game.
Yep. As long as you know what your opponent's playing.
If you know what your opponent is playing, wins the game. When in doubt, just call light or dark. It's probably going to do the trick.
Yep.
But game 2 and 3, this guy is potent because you know what your opponent's running. You know exactly what to call. This card should never have been printed. It's ridiculously good.
Yeah.
So that's it for the engine. Onto the hand traps. Really standard. Triple Ash. Triple Nibiru. I'm only running 2 drawn locks because I just don't have the room for 3. And then triple Imperm. I think that's a pretty standard sort of hand trap lineup these days.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
Yep.
What about your extra deck, my guy?
And on to the extra deck. So I have a little bit different of an extra deck compared to what some other people are running. Not drastically different, it's like 1 card. So we got Chen Ying, Old Reliable. Old Reliable. This card is still really, really good.
Peep those Swordsoul sleeves too.
You're doing a lot more banishing now than you probably were before. So this guy's effect is more relevant. But he's still probably like the last card you would go into in your combo.
Yeah.
You would finish on him. Then we've got Evil Long One. This card is probably what you would normally go into for your level 10 synchro, just because of the extra banishes, extra interruptions, which doesn't need other things to trigger it. So Chen Ying needs other effects in order to trigger, whereas this guy does it himself. Also more burn damage, so really good in game 3 for sure. Here's my change that most people aren't running: Psychic and Punisher.
Peppy.
So I've won multiple games because of this card, so I will always include it because especially now with Saruya's effect, you're paying 4,000 life points on turn 1.
Yeah.
So this guy, you're already down on your opponent. So this guy is very big. He's 7,500 attack and unaffected. So very, very, very good.
Good value.
Yes. Next up, Chao Fang. This is your, anti-Nibiru. It is kind of tricky to go into this guy in time to stop Nibiru. You can do it, but a lot of the times, you're going to use all your resources getting into this guy, so you can't do a whole lot more else.
Yeah.
Which is kind of tough. Not having Baron definitely hurts this deck, for sure. But Xiao Fang, still really good, and against, like, Ryziel or Blue Eyes, you probably just win if you summon Xiao Fang.
Yeah.
They can't really do anything at all after that. Then we've got 2 Chi Jiao. It's a Searcher to negate. It's really, really good.
That's Effect Veiler, isn't it?
Yes,
Pretty much it's Effect Veiler.
basically Effect Veiler, and also you plus off the Banish. And
sir.
if you have Chenying on the field,
It triggers Chenying.
it triggers Chenying. So really, really good. Next up, 1 Muller Adhara, the new Synchro. This grabs Tenyi Infinity. The other effects, they're good, but not necessarily relevant because you're usually tributing this guy away after you get the field spell. This is the guy that you get rid of with the Heavenly Dragon Circle to grab Tyre.
Okay.
That way you don't have to use up the token, so you can keep yourself protected.
Yeah, okay.
Draco Berserker, it's a good like game closer, so you still definitely run him. 2 Baxia, really good going second.
Good board breaker.
Really good board breaker because it's spins to deck, so you it's still the best kind of removal, really. Very good, and also turn 1 is how you get into Xiao Fang with the Adhara.
Yep.
That's it for the synchros. Onto the links. Sahasrara. This card before, terrible. Absolutely terrible before. Now with Saruya, this card is crazy. When you've got a non-effect monster on the field, your opponent cannot target worm monsters, so you are imperm proof. You are Veiler proof. Very, very strong card. Very, very strong card. Shaman, still a really good card. Personally, I'm not usually going into this card unless I'm backed into a corner, but it's, when you're backed into a corner, this card is very, very good. And then triple monk. It's not often that I will see all 3 monks in one game, but there have definitely been times when I was only running 2 monk where I needed the 3rd one.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. You have space in the extra deck for 3, so you would definitely run 3.
Yeah.
That's the extra deck, and then I've just got a couple of sword tokens and then the Nibiru token there.
The Rock. Insane, my guy. Thank you so much. Do you have any shout outs?
Thomas.
Cheers, man. Appreciate you. Peace.
No worries.